Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Libra for the month of October. First and foremost, a very big happy birthday to all of us fellow Libras. I hope you have an amazing Libra season and month of October. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Libra. Now I'm using a bunch of different decks here. I'm using the Gilded Tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Prism Oracle deck, as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. I'll have links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, let's go ahead and make sure we're all set up here and in view. If you watch my videos regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. All right, we'll take 1, 2, 3 of these oracle cards here, and then we'll also take 3 of these. Cool. And I think that's just about good enough to me for right now. Energy on the bottom, you have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is a card that can indicate some type of disappointment in one's life. You can see this person's lamenting over the fact that these 3 cups here are spilled, when in truth, there are 2 cups behind them, overflowing, upright. It's always a friendly reminder when you get the Five of Cups to look on the bright side of life. And that is truly a choice that you can make. You can decide, I'm gonna see the positive in this situation, or you can decide not to. It's up to you, right? And there is always a bright side, just like as illustrated in this reading. It's just a matter of shifting your perspective when you get something around the Five of Cups. Now, what this could be around is a little bit unclear to me, because to be real with you, which I try to be as real as possible in this channel, you have really good cards here, okay? I mean, you have maybe 2 red flags here, but 1 or 2 cards never makes a reading. And so Libra, are you looking for the negatives in your life, is what I feel like asking you. Are you focusing your attention on the disappointments when you could be focusing your attention on everything that's going right for you? There might be a disagreement or an argument between you and somebody else here. Could be an earth sign. Could be somebody who has earth-like qualities. Could also be a water sign. But remember, the natal chart is wide. We actually have all of the zodiacs within us. All 12 zodiacs within us, if you look at the natal chart. But so keep that in mind. They could have those qualities that might not be their sun placement. But anyway, in the middle here, in the overall situation, you have the Queen of Cups. I'm getting Cancerian energy here showing up, but you have the Queen of Cups, okay? So the Queen of Cups is all about intuition. This can obviously, first and foremost, it can be a water sign. You have the Chariot, which is the sign of Cancer, but you also have this placed here with the Queen of Cups in the middle. But, you know, this card really asks you to trust your gut. Trust what you know is true for you. This can also maybe ask you to do some sort of self-care. Take some self-care here at this time. You might even consider talking with a therapist or a coach. Queen of Cups is the traditional therapist from my perspective in the tarot. Could be a trusted friend or an ally as well in one's life. But yeah, there's something here that you need to tap into. I feel like saying that you need to tap into your reserves, or the reservoir of intuition, of knowledge maybe that you have, inner knowledge or inner knowing that you have about whatever the situation is that's disappointing you. Now at the beginning of the month, you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Hanging Man, and you also have the Six of Wands here showing up. Sorry for bumping the camera, Libra. My apologies. I definitely like the way that this reading is starting out for you. So the Ace of Pentacles represents some type of new beginning in your financial life, or a new beginning in finances generally. The Ace of Pentacles can talk about making a sale, making a purchase. It can also talk about entering into new agreements, entering into new contracts in your life. It is heavily associated with contracts. October would be a good time to start new contracts as we are moving out of Mercury retrograde. But this can also just say that some of you are maybe planting a seed in your life here. And I think that this has been maybe percolating in your mind for some time. This upper row is the row of your thoughts. And so it is possible that this situation has been sort of percolating in your mind. This idea of like planting a seed, seeing it grow type of deal. This has been going, I think, for maybe over the summer. And might be a good time to get started on this for you, especially if this is connected to generating money or earning an income in some ways. You know, I'm thinking, although it's not the Ace of Wands, I'm just getting side hustle vibes or like second job vibes or project, something like this going on here. You do have the Hanging Man, so to me this suggests that you are going back and forth, Libra, about planting this seed, about getting started on this new beginning. Now, I know this very well. I'm a Libra. I have 3 Libra placements. People who know me have said that I'm very a Libra. And the thing about Libra energy is that it can be very indecisive. Not always, but Libra energy can be very indecisive. A powerful Libra can really they can see all angles. They can see all angles of a situation and then decide. And that takes some time, right? It takes some time for us Libras to figure this out. The thing about the Hanging Man is there's indecision here. Okay, this person is stuck in between. Okay, this person is stuck in between. They are kind of hanging in air, they're suspended in air, and really what they need to do is embrace the fall. They need to embrace the free fall and see what happens on the other side, or see where it takes them. And so some of you may feel a little bit stuck in limbo here at the beginning of the month, especially as it relates to this new seed that you've been looking to get started on to plant in your life. You have this 6 of Wands showing up here. 6 of Wands is about exceeding expectations, a very good card. It is a big win in the suit of Wands. And this person, it's such a big win that this person is taking a victory lap. And so, you know, it can even refer to like public recognition, being in front of people, situations like that. So I definitely like what's going on here at the beginning of the month. In the middle of the month, you have the Knight of Cups, you have the Queen of Cups, and you also have the Chariot. Complete water energy, okay? I do have to say, Cups connects to love in the tarot, and the Chariot is the sign of Cancer, again, which is a water sign. Cups connects to a lot of things, but one of the major things is love. And I do have to say, if you are single, there could be somebody coming in, very likely to be a water sign and maybe even a Cancer sign. Could be any gender, by the way. I don't attach gender to my cards. It is a queen, but I don't attach gender to my cards, so they could be any gender. This is somebody that you've thought about. You might have met them before, might not. But the Knight of Cups is, if you look up the definition of this card, I don't love this meaning, but if you look up the definition of the card, it can say that maybe this person's your knight in shining armor, right? But I know you don't need saved, right? You don't need saving, Libra. And so a better way to maybe say that is that this is somebody that you've thought about before, right? This is somebody that's been on your mind. This is somebody that you romanticize in your mind. It's probably the better way of saying that. And the Knight of Cups can talk about new love arriving in your life. So, you know, this could certainly be the case. There is a movement here in the middle of the month with the Knight of Cups and the Chariot. Both can indicate movement forward. The Chariot is moving to a new direction in their life, but they are exceeding expectations just like the 6 of Wands, and they're really creating a victory in their life. It's a major card of victory. You actually have 2 victory cards here together next to each other, which is nice for you. The Chariot can talk about using self-discipline to bring this victory into your life, okay? And the importance of having self-discipline in all areas, especially your routine, Libra. Making sure that your routines are tight, making sure that your routines are really supporting you in your goals that you have at this time. Routine could really bring somebody in, right? Because as you get organized, you have more time to do things like go on dates, go on first dates, go on second dates, go on third dates, whatever it is, right? Particularly if you are single. Now, towards the end of the month, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords, and you also have the Seven of Swords showing up here. So, again, this disappointing thing that's going on here with the Five of Cups on the bottom, really hard to say, other than, you do have the Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords, which is a classic combination of issues with communication, okay? Fights, arguments, and somebody kind of backstabbing you, okay? When you get the Seven of Swords, I see this come forward as gossip in one's life. People gossiping, people starting rumors. I don't see another 3 here. 3 represents other people. So I don't know if it's rumor starting or the rumor mill. It may just be that somebody was not honest with you, okay? This is a combination of maybe gaslighting here. This person is like blinded and they're feeling restricted in speech. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to say it. They don't feel like that they can say it. And this might be what the disappointment is around. Again, this is combining here with the Queen of Pentacles in the same column. Queen of Pentacles could be an earth sign. It's also next to the Queen of Cups. So, I'd stick to trusted friends at this time. I do think that some of you are going to like socialize for whatever reason. I'm getting this here. Even though we don't have a 3, I think that it's probably more in the dating sphere of life here. But I do think that there's some socializing going on here for some of you. It's just coming into my mind. I have no other meaning, a tarot meaning for that, other than it's something that I intuitively feel for Libras. The Queen of Pentacles, they do practical things in their life. The Queen of Pentacles is all about practicality and kind of being grounded and rooted in earth. And so when you get the Queen of Pentacles, it can say like, make sure you're showing up for yourself, make sure that you have a game plan. The Seven of Swords also says, build a game plan. This person's stealing swords, but they didn't steal the swords without having some sort of plan in place. So do not blindfold yourself here. If you're not worried about communication, then what I would say is do not blindfold yourself here. Again, the Five of Cups here really feels out of place. I get a very good energy. You might be dealing with 2 different people here. One you might feel a little bit suspect about. This actually, the Knight of Cups could also be a person. I get a good vibe from the Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles, not so much. Let's just go ahead and start to take a look at the Oracle cards here. Okay, so you have, so you have creativity, rejection, and rest. Well, that might answer our Five of Cups energy here. Some of you may get rejected. Understand this, rejection is protection, okay? And I wouldn't cancel your plans just because you have the rejection card. I would not cancel your plans. I would just say like, whatever happens, happens at this time, Libra. And this might even give you an opportunity to reassess, reevaluate here with the rest. Creativity, love that energy for you. I want to see what this card is as well. Space. So what can you fill this space with right now? What can you fill the space in your life with? Some of you here, if there's rejection that is happening, it's creating space for you to do something else, to maybe be a little bit more creative, or to, pursue creative passions, hobbies, interests. You have Privileged Lady, Courthouse, and Main Male. There might be somebody else involved here. If you're dating, I would get like I would just have clear communication with this person, okay? I'd have clear communication. Courthouse can refer to contracts, okay, involved. Privileged Lady could be somebody who's desirable to others, like similar to the High Priestess. Hard to date a High Priestess because it's hard to get with a High Priestess because everybody wants to get with the High Priestess. That's the truth. Lovers, I would say just get clear communication with anybody that you are going on dates with. I would keep your expectations reasonable, okay? Don't cancel your plans or your dates, but I'm just saying like keep your expectations reasonable. See what's out there if you're single is what I feel like saying. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what is coming in the clarifications. I do really appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope things are going well. Please do hit the like button and subscribe. All right, so you have the Star, Death, and Judgment. Wow, heavy energies here showing up. So the Star connects, actually the Star is about connectivity within the universe. You can see that there are stars here. There's a synchronicity going on. They're kind of tranquil, and it is a card of tranquility. It's a card of wishes coming true. It's Aquarius energy. You know, it is a really positive sign in the tarot. The Death card is about transformation in one's life. It's not about death and dying. It's about transformation. Actually, wait a second. Oh, wow, that's a synchronicity. So you have number 12, the Hanging Man, number 13, the Death card. The Hanging Man literally needs the Death card because the Hanging Man needs a transformation. Otherwise, they're just going to stay where they are. And remember, I talked about how you're like in between worlds, you're indecisive. It's a very good sign that you have the Death card in this case. I know it's strange if you're new to tarot that you would think that the Death card is a good sign. It is, because it says that you are embracing something new. You can't stay where you are forever, right? The Judgment energy, you know, this says that you are, look, these people here, they are open to higher guidance, okay? They are open to spiritual guidance. Take a look at how they have their hands open. They are awaiting their karma, they're awaiting their fate, but they're open to higher guidance here. This can be about a very big spiritual awakening in one's life, especially with the Judgment and the Star. Yeah, I mean, throw the Death card on there. So you have something major here that feels like is underway at the beginning of the month. You have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Three of Wands, and you also have the Knight of Cups once again showing up in the middle column. So the Ten of Pentacles is major signs of abundance. Actually, the Ace of Pentacles is the seed that eventually grows into the massive harvest of the Ten of Pentacles. Also notice here, the family, they live in the castle. So you'll see castles in tarot, and castles represent rewards, riches. Ten of Pentacles essentially says you are now living in the castle. It's a metaphor for saying that you've built something big, or you're building your legacy, you're building your abundance. Three of Wands is about growth and expansion on the horizon. This person's an adventurer, they're getting fired up, they're getting ready to set sail. It can also, I feel like, you know what, ready to set sail is the right way of looking at this for you. You're ready to set sail. You have the Knight of Cups here. Again, there is a match. There is certainly somebody here, especially towards the middle of the month or sometime here in October. There's a match, there's a person. And there might even be multiple, because the number 3 can refer to other people. You have the King of Wands, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the Fool. Some of you are like, okay, do I want to be in a relationship or do I want to pursue dating here? Because the Nine of Pentacles is about independence. On a different level, if you're not here for love, you know, this is about something very strong in your business life, your career life. And I feel like cutting out the noise in this month is going to be important for you. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. The King of Wands is a classic entrepreneur. You know, this is somebody who really loves what they do and for their career. And, you know, they always are in their passion. The Fool is, for me, the most powerful card because it starts off everything. It's the chain reaction. So you are getting a new start here. The question is, will it be with another person or will it be with yourself? I think is the question here. But this is a very strong energy, I do have to say, especially with the Death, Hanging Man, synchronicity, and the Judgment card. There's a very strong energy coming in here that you can use in this month. And I have to say, it's a very positive reading. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers card. Again, some of you, this is about love. Some of you, it's not. And there's an important choice here in your life that you have to make in this month. So exciting time for Libras during Libra season. So if you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I'll see you in the next reading.